What would you do if everyone at the table was laughing and you were the reason? That night, I said nothing. Just smiled, nodded, and swallowed it whole. But silence has teeth, and a year later, it bit back. The night it cracked, the wine was too sweet and the laughter too loud. The chandelier hummed above, silver reflecting a life that wasn't mine. Elise's father tapped his glass. "If your little startup fails," he grinned, "will you come work for me?" The table erupted. Laughter hit like a slap. Elise leaned closer, her perfume sharp, her voice like a knife. "His startup is a joke." I smiled, nodded, and said, "Duly noted." After dessert, I went upstairs, packed a bag, kissed her forehead like a man accepting his own execution, and walked out. No note, no message, nothing left to explain. Just gone. That night I drove until the city disappeared in the rearview. I shut everything off and disappeared. I lived like a machine learning to vanish and rebuild. I slept on floors, in hotels, in boardrooms, ate out of vending machines. Worked until the world forgot me, and that made building easier. 12 months, 12 cities, 2 acquisitions, 1 merger. Then one morning, Fortune put me on the cover, the billionaire who vanished. They finally noticed just too late to matter. Curiosity isn't kind. That same day, I opened a private browser and typed her name. The first headline hit like ice water. Wife of missing entrepreneur files for death certificate. Filed 6 months ago. Legally dead. I kept digging. Bank transfers, mortgage cleared, new jewelry, a luxury car. And one crack in the porcelain, a man. Same smile showing up in different cities, different photos. He wasn't new. He'd always been there. Too friendly at barbecues. Always the last to leave. I'd just chosen blindness over proof. I didn't call her. I called my lawyer. We set a meeting under a pseudonym private room at the country club, invitation on heavy paper with embossed letters. It felt like arranging my own haunting. She floated in like she owned the air. Red lips, diamonds, black silk, widow confidence. Even the staff looked at her with sympathy, not knowing she was the executioner. She didn't recognize me, not until I slid the folder across the table. Inside, bank statements, flight logs, photos, and one paper that ended the fantasy, a notarized paternity test. Our child wasn't mine. She'd already filed to add his name to the birth certificate. Who are you?" she whispered. I leaned in just enough for the ghost to come into focus. Dead men don't speak. She reached for my hand. I pulled away like it was glass. Tears came soft, controlled, almost rehearsed. She was good at pretending. I didn't move. I just watched the performance collapse. My funeral was set for Tuesday, a memorial at the lake house. Cameras, eulogies, the final act to cash out my absence. I moved it up a day. The priest looked confused, but signed anyway. She arrived with him, hand in hand, and found an empty coffin and me standing beside it. The crowd froze, gasps, whispers. I handed her an envelope, the signed rescission of my death declaration, filed, public, irreversible. She turned to the man beside her, but he was already backing away, face pale, eyes wide, as if the dead really had come back. I didn't raise my voice, didn't gloat, didn't need to. I walked past her, alive, untouchable, reborn. 2 words were enough. "You're welcome." Later she texted, "Please, let's talk. I made a mistake." I didn't reply. I'd already said everything I needed to by surviving. I bought the house across from hers and rented it to a young couple. From a private account, I watched the headlines turn. The adored widow became a scandal. The car went first, then the house, then the man. And I kept building, not out of anger, out of clarity. There's a kind of revenge that makes no sound. No blood, no screaming. Just the quiet choke of someone swallowing everything they thought they deserved. Finality doesn't always bring closure. Sometimes distance is all you need, and the knowledge that I never had to lift a hand. All I had to do was disappear and come back better.